Hello. I'm doing a recap of episode 7 of Let's Eat. And it started off with Lee Soo Kung trying to fix his Gu Dae Young's trophy that he won for being the best insurance seller because she took it, to use it as evidence against him because, she was feeling bad that she accused him. And as she was put the glue to dry it together, and she was washing her hands, her dog peed on it. Just nasty. What happened next? Oh, I don't got no good memory. Did she go to work? No. Oh, wow. Okay, all I know is that during this episode, um, Lee Soo Kung's been, ignoring. Oh, yeah. Hawk Kim Hawk Moon had Lee Soo Kung look watch him while he put on clothes, and he was doing all his poses. Okay, we get it. We get it. He's not ugly, and she was falling asleep, and he got mad. So while he was in the uh changing room, he heard her saying that he was horrified to one of the ladies when she asked if he was married, if they were married, and um yeah, so he came out and he was like, also, oh, don't you be mean to her. Then he came out and he was like, and so she came back out and she was asking, being all nice and said, "Ooh, this outfit look good on you," blah and blah and blah and blah. And he started asking her about food, and I was like, "Oh, he gonna take her out to eat," but no, he did it on purpose, just so he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna use this for my for my meeting," and so she left, and she was calling the manager's wife, because it's her friend, to go out to eat with her because he was stressing her out, but she couldn't, and that's when Yoon Ji called Lee Soo Kung and asked if she wanted to go eat, but then she brought up Gu Dae Young, and she was still feeling embarrassed of not apologizing and accusing him, and so she was like no, and Gu Dae Young wouldn't tell her why they were arguing, and so but Yoon Ji Yi found out by the manager's wife. She told her what happened. Anyway, for Lee Soo Kung, did he Kim Hak Moon had the nerve to um tell Lee Soo Kung that it's all her fault that he got kicked off that panel because of the comments that she wrote and saying this and that. And I'm like, this is a rude mother chucker. I'm sure pretending to be 50 million people, definitely at a law firm, is not acceptable. So if he was so mad that a certain and she was saying nice things, but if he wanted nice things to be said this certain way, he should have did it himself. And so then he made her, and then again with the food, he had a nerve to tell her to go on her lunch break to to go send his uh clothes back to get a refund. So while she was out, Gu Dae Young came to visit, and he took all the rest of them out, but Lee Soo Kung wasn't there, and I'm like, oh. And when and Gu Dae Young was like, he told Kim Hak Moon that I could set you up on a blind date, and it's this reporter or something be on TV, and Attorney O, she was not half of that. It's too funny because she like Gu Dae Young and she like Kim Hak Moon, and she was not feeling that at all. And so she was asking the manager, like, what does this mean if, she said, not for me, but, for a friend, if there's two guys and he's always setting up, well, maybe not exactly like way, but, she said, what if there was a friend that's always setting up other friends, but they don't set you up. What could that mean? He was like, there's two things. Either because he likes you or because he's embarrassed by you to set you up or something like that. But all she heard was like, what I'm gonna do, Good Young likes me. So that is what she got out of it. I just don't understand. And the manager's wife fell asleep. Oh wait. After he set it up, Kim Hak Moon came back. Lee Soo Kung was trying to eat at the table, some ramen noodles, because she needed, she was busy returning his suit. And she was like, oh, she was trying to be nice because she was like, oh, let me know, I already returned it. He was like, how are you so successful in this stuff but useless in other things? And he was like, go back to the store and and get that suit back for that blind date. All because and she was like, oh, I just heard that you was going on a blind date, and that's the wrong thing to say because he likes her even though he be treating her like crap. And then he was like, this ain't no restaurant, and so you should and so the manager's like, you should go eat in the little area where they keep the refrigerator and stuff at. But she accidentally dropped her food under there, and she was so bad. She went to her dresser I thought it was to get a candy bar at first because she was hungry, but no, she got that resignation letter, and she was woo. But she put it down. She got her candy bar and ate that. And so then she called the manager's wife to to eat with her. Well, she didn't call the manager's wife. She was going home, and the manager's wife was coming out of her house. She's like, "What are you doing here?" She don't know that the manager's wife be going over her house while she be at work and taking a nap. And she was like, "Oh, I just came to get my dumplings container," and that's when she asked the manager's wife, "Come and eat, eat with me." And then she explained what Kim Hak Moon did, and that's what I'm talking about. She a friend, because she was like, well, I didn't agree when she told Yoon Ji that she shouldn't have reported him, but she was like, she sees why. Lee Soo Kung, uh, told the police that, well, she could see why Goo Dae Young was accused, and even Yoo Jin Yi was like, she was upset when she found out, but she made him a tracksuit so he could a different one of a kind tracksuit so that way he won't be accused of anything. But yeah, she was like, how dare Kim Hak Moon this and that and that. She was on her side saying, he shouldn't be treating her that way. And then she started crying. I'm like, oh, why she crying for? And Lee Soo Kung was like, what you crying? She said, if he's mean to you, how is he to my husband? And she was like, wow. She said, you doing that over because of your husband. Yeah, that's why I don't got nobody to care for me. But then she got a call from her manager, and she was gonna get up and leave, and her friend was like, "You really gonna leave all this food?" Because she don't, Lee Soo Kung don't like to eat by herself, and so the manager's wife got home. Her husband was trying to. They just got their freak on. Let's just leave it at that. That was whoop. And so he goes back. Lee Soo Kung at the restaurant by herself, and Yoon Jin Yi popped in and said the manager wife to call her to come be there with her. But Lee Soo Kung was drunk by then, and so Yoon Jin Yi called Goo Dae Young to come help her, and Goo Dae Young sent her home, and that's when Lee Soo Kung was like, "I'm sorry this, and I'm sorry that," and I don't know if he fully accepted it, but she just kept apologizing. She was so drunk, and he was taking and so he piggybacked her at home, and she was gonna throw up. He's like, I just got this new outfit. It was you, Jiggy, that sold it up for him. And he's like, don't you throw it? He said, hold it in. Well, endure it. Yeah. So she did try to throw up, and while they was on their way home, Kim Hak Moon was making sure that the police had set the camera up and that they could see and everything else. And that's when he saw Goo Dae Young piggybacking Lee Soo Kung. And that's how it ended. It was a good episode. Yeah. That's it. Bye.